Alright, let's do this. So, thank you for joining me for my non-spoiler review of Shazam. I'm gonna try not to give any spoilers here. If I do, I'll edit them out. So, Shazam basically is based off of the Captain Marvel / Shazam comic series by DC Comics. They were giving out one at the theater right here, Shazam. Read comic books, they're great. And it's based off of essentially the New 52 storyline with a few other storylines thrown in there. And yeah, there's a lot to say about this movie. Zach Levi plays the grown-up version of Billy Batson, who is Shazam. This basic storyline is this foster kid finds a wizard and gets powers like Superman. And then he has to be he has to fight crime. He needs to learn how to use these powers. And a lot of people have been saying this is like Tom Hanks' Big with superheroes. It's a fair comparison. I'm going to be honest, first two acts of this movie, I liked it a lot better than that. That was actually a comparison that worried me going into the movie because I don't love that movie. This movie I liked a lot better than that, though. Because I really felt the two first acts of this movie especially, they did a good job making you care about who Billy was, what had happened to him. Emotional beats hit when they need to, funny beats hit when they need to. This is a funny movie. There's a lot of scenes where I'm laughing, doing big belly laughs in this movie. Action sequences in this movie, frankly, I remember saying this when one of the trailers came out, that it looks like they just pasted new characters onto Man of Steel fights. There's parts of this movie where it looks like that, where they just kind of added lightning to it. For the most part, the movie's a good movie. I just don't like some decisions that were made in the third act of the movie, third act script-wise, and it's not really execution or even acting or direction, just more or less the decisions that they made at the end of this movie I don't think were the best decisions to make in this type of movie. Just for me, at least. I thought the kid actors in this movie were good, which is surprising because it's hard to get good kid actors on sets and stuff. Zach Levi was funny as Shazam. You don't see him out of suit at all. I mean, that's kind of a spoiler, but that's kind of something that I thought was interesting, is that Shazam is supposed to be essentially the grown-up version of Billy Batson. And I'm looking at interviews this week. This kid's already kind of old, so I'm not sure how many more Shazams they can actually do with this cast. I think this might be one of those things, maybe like Suicide Squad, where they'll keep Zach Levi, but they may recast everybody else around him to be more age-fitting as they are in the comics. That's one thing about comics. Batman's been about 35 years old for 40, 50 years now, and he can be that old for as long as you want him to be. So, I don't know if this movie's going to get a proper sequel. Frankly, I hope it does. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as Aquaman or Wonder Woman. Definitely enjoyed it more than Justice League, just comparing the other DCEU movies. Yeah, it was good. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10 just because I had some issues with the third act. I think it falls apart a little bit, but overall I like the movie, and if you like superhero movies, you should go see this movie. This is Nikki from Nikki Flicks, and this has been my non-spoiler review for Shazam.